Well, hello there all you absolutely magnificent people, and welcome back to another live stream of An Ecologist Plays, where we are back in Ark Survival Ascended. And as always, we are joined by the one, the only, my lovely wife, Nick the Beast, who is somewhere over there on her Argent Harvest.
Hello,
there
everyone.
we go. So, yeah, hope you are having a lovely, lovely week. We are, doing a bit of a Saturday stream for a change, because, well, we were going to go to Nick's family tomorrow, and we didn't want to rush back. It turns out, we're actually not going there tomorrow, but today we are streaming. So, no, haven't had a Saturday stream in a while. So I see President is here. Hello there, President. We are doing very well. Hope you are doing magnificent on that side as well. Here we go. So, before the stream started... Oh, look, here's our one wild RG still walking around, cruising on the beach here. So before the stream started, I did do a dino wipe for a change. I haven't done a dino wipe at all in this map in our playthrough, because, well, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we're going to have the Deinotherium, the big elephants, spawning. I've looked and looked and I haven't found them. There is something else I would also really love to see in the game here, and that is the cat that has been added to the game as well. Apparently, dear, they are really, really awesome. Shoulder pets.
Oh, I want one.
Yes. So the shoulder pets, the cats, what they will do is they do pest control. They scare away the giant ants, the Titanomyrma. They don't come close to you. The microraptors don't come close to you. The Ichthyornis don't come close to you. The Pegomastax don't come close to you. All those annoying little critters, they just stay away. So we're hoping to hopefully get a cat. Speaking of cats, hello there, Cinnamon.
Oh, I thought you might have one there.
No, but here is our cat. She is kind of a shoulder pet, but not for very long. You little one. Want some dindin? You want dindin?
You should have actually looked up where to find otters in...
They're all along the rivers. Very similar places to where we are going to look for the Deinotherium today as well, dear. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that's the other shoulder pet. I mean, if we get cats, it's going to be a toss-up for me between getting a cat and getting an otter. Yeah, what we're going to do though is we are going to just cruise along the major rivers. That's going to be this evening. We were planning initially last week. We did say that we were going to go along the into the Arctic biome, but then they dropped the cats, and then they, we thought, may as well go for that. May as well try to get Deinotherium as well. And since they are along the river courses and the otters are along the river courses as well, we may as well go for them. Fortunately, we do also have Ichthyornis over here, the western bird. That's what the... No, fishbird. Sorry, fishbird. Yeah, Hesperornis is western bird. Fishbird. That's what the name means. Ichthyos being fish, Ornis being bird. Okay, let me just get Cinnamon's food up again. Ooh. She literally had one bite and then I was like, okay, that's done. Okay, bye-bye now. Off she went. Let's see. The president says we got a full spring spectrum today. 22 degrees by the day and -4 at night. Oh,
jeez.
No. Oh, thankfully we're not that cold. We're not that cold yet.
Wow. Where is that again?
That would be Hungary, hey?
I forget where everyone lives.
Yeah, so he is like relatively northern Europe. Not quite
so
Scandinavia.
It's quite a big difference in almost like it would be like Oudtshoorn.
Yes, very similar to Oudtshoorn, except they do get colder in winter than we get in Oudtshoorn. Like -4 was the coldest temperature I've officially ever experienced. At least the coldest temperature that I know what the temperature was when I experienced it. So yeah, -4 degrees. Oh, that is very cold. That is really, really very cold.
I don't even know what a cat would look like. Is it like a tiny little thing?
They are very, very tiny. They'd be walking along the beach or in the grassland biome. And the problem is if they are in the grassland, they're almost impossible to spot. So I'm hoping that we see one on the beach here. But really the things we are really after would be the Deinotherium, and we tame them with alcohol, which I have got 20 of on my Argent Harvest, and I'm really, really hoping for an otter. And both those would be along the river courses here, I'm pretty sure. Otter definitely, but I'm pretty sure the Deinotherium would also get along the river here. I see President says, yes, it's Hungary. I remembered correctly. Let's see. So the Deinotherium would be in herds. They're massive, massive elephants. Like, dear, imagine like giraffe size elephants.
Jeez.
More than a meter taller than the African bush elephant that we've got in South Africa.
Imagine that.
And they were about a ton heavier than the bush elephants as well. So
No
they were-
fence would keep them out.
No, they were just like, building? What building? You mean there's these ruins lying over here? These are not buildings.
This is more swamp now.
Yeah, but I think
Does
if
this
we go
count?
through the swamp, we should be able to get some Deinotherium. Deinotherium, I mean, that's an awesome name as well. Dino referring to terrible, terrible in appearance. And therium is basically a mammalian beast, or just a beast. So it's a terrible beast. That is what Deinotherium means.
And they're aggressive, right?
The thing is, if they are in a herd, yes. If they are solitary, you can tame them.
Oh.
And the idea is you would plop down on the ground and then you'd keep your distance, wait for them to actually do behaviors. They do an ear flap, they do a trunk swing, and they do a head bobbing. And if they do that, if they've done all three of those behaviors, then you've got, I think, a 100% chance to actually tame it. By walking up to it with beer in your last slot in your hotbar, and then they drink the beer. And that tames them.
I want to see what's here by the redwoods quickly.
Yes, I agree. I'm just constantly pressing K to look around. So I'm not sure if you know that, dear, but if you press K, you keep your camera fixed and you just kind of scroll around, look around without turning the whole time.
Yeah, I do know that one.
Okay, yeah, that's a very, very nice way to do things. So in the meantime, since last time, I have gone and I have collected all our... what was what did we have? The
Dimorphodons.
Dimorphodon. Yes, there we go. Thank you, dear. I almost said Dimetrodon. Not Dimetrodon, they're Dimorphodon. I finally collect all our pterosaurs. They're all back in their cryopods. Everything is fixed again. See this area over here. Now, technically, Deinotherium occurred in more forested environments. They were browsers. They needed trees to actually survive. And the theory as to why they went extinct is one of habitat change. As the climate got drier at the end of their reign, then the forest disappeared and made room for savanna and eventually more open grasslands. And because they are browsers and depend on trees for their survival, for food, they eventually just died out.
So I think your dino wipe, the stuff hasn't spawned yet. There's nothing here.
It will take a while. I do see pterosaurs flying around though. I think it should spawn over time. There is a pterosaur in Pteranodon in the redwoods. I think if we hang around over time, and that's why we're not flying fast either. And I think if we just move slowly, we should see stuff reappearing. So I think it will probably do it in nodes as we are flying around here. Yeah, I think that'll be it. I see President also says it would be so cool and scary to see megafauna in real life. I mean, the only megafauna we can see nowadays would be things like rhinos, hippos, elephants, and giraffe. But these Deinotherium would have really, really dwarfed our elephants. Well, not quite a dwarf, but they would have made them look quite small.
You're still following the river, right?
Yeah, I'm here by the green drop. Okay, I think we may have split.
Yeah, I've just took a rest moment.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just further along the river. I'm here close to where the green drop is going to come down in a moment. Okay, there, a parasaur has spawned on the beach. I for a moment thought an Argentavis has spawned behind me, but that was you. So yeah, the dinosaurs will start appearing again soon. And yeah, hopefully we also have an elephant or 3. Or just an elephant at a time, respawning as well. I would love to actually have, or see the Deinotheria. I haven't seen them at all. And I've looked. That's kind of why I did the dino wipe. Because I've looked and looked and looked and I still haven't been able to see them. I thought, tonight I want a Deinotherium. That is the objective of this evening. And if we do that and we get otters, then we go to the Arctic region, I think. What do you say, dear?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Alright. The president also says, sadly, a lot of animals die out for the same reason, due to habitat change. Yeah, indeed. And climate change, driving change in habitats, driving, a whole bunch of things changing. Like, it's natural. Change is natural, but the rate at which change is happening now is obscene.
And I think the change is happening is kind of not natural.
Yeah,
it's
indeed.
More like state of emergency in a way.
Yeah, indeed.
There's what is that thing called? A baryonyx, I think.
Oh, is it? Did we come closer
is
to where
it?
you
Or
are?
a spino?
Oh, that's a Spinosaurus.
Yeah,
Oh.
level 10.
Oh, shame. Okay, so there is a theory that the Deinotherium will actually spawn there where Spinos spawn, so it's one of their spawns. So, yeah, this could be the right spot to look for them.
Yeah, we must just be a bit patient.
Yes, and while we are waiting, we may as well take out the Spinosaurus. It's only
not
a
gonna
level
take
10.
long.
No.
I can actually just slap it with my fists.
Shame.
There's a raptor down there. Why does that raptor look so big? Oh, it's a alpha.
Alpha. I almost dove into the water with my Argentavis here. There we go. It's dead. Okay, Alpha Raptor, you say?
Mm-hmm.
There's a normal raptor here as well, coming after you. Hello, Raptor. Oh, wow, that was quick, dear. Very nicely done.
Yeah, don't sucker with my Argy.
Yeah, so interesting regarding things dying due to climatic changes and so there is an often overlooked problem with the changing climate, and that is the occurrence of disease. If you look, for example, at avian malaria, so malaria affecting birds, because malaria, as far as I recall, will only affect warm-blooded animals, and obviously birds being warm-blooded, they are susceptible to avian malaria. Usually, cold temperatures keep avian malaria out of certain regions, the areas that are colder, like tops of mountains and things like that, and colder latitudes. But due to climate change, the area within which the malaria-carrying mosquitoes can occur is changing. It's actually moving into areas where previously Malarian or avian malaria was not a problem. And species weren't adapted to or aren't adapted to the avian malaria, and those species are particularly susceptible to the changing climate and as a result the changing diseases that they may experience.
That's scary.
So similar to when Europeans arrived in the New World in South and Central America and North America as well and brought diseases to the indigenous people, so too, you know, changing climate drives brings diseases to species that aren't adapted to it at all. It's really quite bad. All right. Yeah, so unfortunately it does take a while for the dinos to spawn. I mean, I probably should have flown through this area earlier, just so we could actually get more things spawning, but they are coming in. Slowly but surely they are going to pop in.
At least there's some nice views.
Yes, at least it is beautiful, especially if I press K and look around.
Would this be salt water or fresh water?
So this would most likely be brackish water. What we've had, if I could just double M over here, what we have is we've got the ocean, which is obviously salt water, although we as characters drink that when we go into that. And then the river we've been following, the first section would have been, or is an estuary. So this section just to the north of this island, this is part of the estuary. So as the tides come in, it brings in salt water, but we've got a river flowing down from this side. And actually, I think this may actually be slightly brackish, but mostly fresh water, actually. We're quite high up in the river. The marshes that we saw there, those were probably salt or brackish water, because we had mangroves there, and they are adapted to brackish water. We've got mangroves in this area. There's also, I think, the swamps over here. We also have mangroves, so that'll also be brackish water. It's quite close to the coast. There's saltish water, and then as we move higher up, the impact of marine water or ocean water pushing in is diminished, and you've got more fresh water flowing downstream and less salt water flowing upstream. So by this time, it actually may actually be very, very fresh and not salt water anymore.
Okay.
So this should be quite nice to drink. We're just going to plop down and perhaps take a sip while we are here. While we're waiting for things to spawn, you know. Here we go. Yeah, our little character is doing his thing. I see you've got your Microraptor on your shoulder there.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Nice. I may as well have a shoulder pet. I forgot, I didn't have a shoulder pet. Oh, look, there's a bear.
Oh.
Arctodus. The dire bear. And the Pteranodon. Yeah, things are spawning. Things are spawning. Let's see, where are we? We are over here. Yeah, I think we carry on along this river here. We may still see some.
We can always, we go and then when it's time that the river kind of dries out or whatever,
yes,
then we can turn around and come back.
Yes, because by that time some of the creatures here hopefully would have spawned. Yeah, I'm just going to look in the jungle here, in the forested environment, whether we've got anything. I don't see any trees being pushed over. I don't see anything like that, so I'm guessing no Deinotheria here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Not yet, at least. We actually came across here last time. Last week we came from the redwood forest, and we actually, I believe this is the cliff we came down. We just went further upstream and we went around.
Oh yeah, I remember we went through the water.
Yeah, this is definitely the area we were at. Yeah, so we didn't see Deinotherium then, and sadly thus far also no Deinotherium. But oh, the Deinotherium is a
I forgot that they take so long to respawn.
Yeah, me too. I mean, as I said, we haven't done a dino destroy wild dinos at all in this game, in this playing session, or this playthrough. And even before that, I mean, in our previous games, we haven't really done the dino wipes.
We've done it like once.
Yeah. I think I did it a few times more. Okay, so there are some Carbonimus over there that have spawned, some turtles. Okay, we're still flying, cruising, doing a bit of a river cruise. That's what we are doing. Okay. But oh, I want to see the Deinotherium because I want to talk about it. And I want to ask you a question about it as well.
Me?
Yes. Because you'll notice something very, very strange about it. Its tusks, in particular.
I'm excited.
It had a bit of a longer neck than modern-day elephants. So it most likely could move its head a bit more than we as modern elephants, than our modern elephants can do. And it had these weird tusks. Well, weird to our eyes, but compared to other proboscideans, or the group that contains the elephants, modern-day elephants and their relatives, yeah, there were some weird-ass tusks back in the day.
How nice is this?
Yeah, I see. May as well also plop down here with you. Have a look along this river. You know what this Redwood Bridge reminds me of? It reminds me of the Isle. Of course, this is one spot on the map there that you also can run across this one log across the river, and it has very, very similar feels.
It's pretty inside.
Oh, is it? Let me come down and have a look as well. May as well have a look. Oh, yes. A little tunnel. We're walking through the redwood. So what's happened here, of course, the redwood, the massive redwood has fallen from the front of us back to where we came from, most likely because the redwood forest is up ahead here. And then over time, the dead wood inside, the hardwood, has actually rotted away. It may have actually started rotting when it was a standing tree, and when it toppled over, yeah, of course, the fungus that was growing in the hardwood was just already there, started breaking it down, hollowing it out, and now just the bark on the outside and the inner bark, the phloem and stuff like that, is still left here. That's a really cool.
Really cool.
Really, really cool. I love little random areas like that in a game.
I would like to build here on the one side and have something else on the other side.
Yes, I have a natural bridge across this chasm. Okay, so what I see up ahead is a Paraceratherium, so some larger animals also spawning in this area.
You know what I also want? I want us to tame a Quetzal.
Oh, a Quetzalcoatlus. Yes, oh, that would be lovely. If we see a Quetzal, we've got to try and tame it. I also want to tame a Tapijara.
What does it eat? Fish?
It would, well, maybe meat, because Quetzalcoatlus most likely wasn't a fish eater.
What is this down here?
I don't see anything.
I think it's a beaver.
I think it's a beaver.
But a fatter bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a beaver.
It's a beaver.
Oh, cool. I don't see it yet.
Swimming like underneath me-ish. Think? Where is it now? Yeah. Yeah, by this rock sticking out. Where are you?
Oh. Oh, can't see it. I am... Oh, there we go. There it is. Yes, so... Right underneath me-ish. Around here. Yeah, there, right underneath me there is a beaver. Oh, that is cool. So this would be Castoroides. Castor being the genus, I believe, of the modern day two beaver species, the American and the European beaver. And then Castoroides meaning like the castor. There it is, actually walking along, and here it comes again. And ooh, that was close to me dropping off.
And I think there's a... Is this a brontosaurus? What's this thing here in the water?
A brontosaurus is a big, long-necked creature.
What's swimming here?
Oh, I see. There is something there. I don't know. Let's have a look.
Spine. No.
That's Baryonyx.
Baryonyx, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be Baryonyx.
My brain. My brain.
Oh, don't worry, dear. Remember, I am the dino nerd between the two of us. I am just really, really surprised that you remember all the names, though.
Yeah, I haven't known dinosaurs before I met you.
Yeah. Now you've got to, if you date me or you are married to me, you are going to learn dinosaur names. That's a fact. Unfortunately, there it is. It's very close to where I am. I'm just going to fly off. I wanted to have a look at him and see what level he was, but I can't.
But this beaver should have a beaver.
There may be a
somewhere.
beaver dam, but not necessarily. I think Casteroides most likely also actually did build dams, or most likely would have built dams. Most likely also did occur along river systems, so it would have made sense that they would actually build dams. Oh, modern day beavers are really excellent dam builders. They hear the sound of running water, and they instinctively just want to go build a dam. If you want to fool them, you play on the speaker, you play the sound of running water where there is no running water. And they will start dragging sticks and branches to that area to block the non-existent water.
Shame.
Yeah, or where they think they hear a river flowing, they're going to try and block that. It's amazing. And with that, they actually create a massive habitat, a wetland habitat for so many different species that rely on it. I do believe there's a, right above where you are going now, there should be a little explorer note. So let's see which note this is. Okay. Oh, any moment now. Did it open for you?
Yeah.
Okay, it hasn't opened for me yet. Okay, here we go. We need to walk onto it. There we go.
Giganotosaurus furiosa is an enormous predator, larger even than the Tyrannosaurus or Spinosaurus. Getting cornered or run down by a Giganotosaurus can mean certain death for nearly any creature. Fighting a Giganotosaurus directly is never a good idea, as its rage rapidly grows with every hit it takes. With this rage, it builds increasing reserves of energy to use, making its iron-jawed bites progressively more deadly and enhancing its stamina. Add to this the fact that its huge body also enables it to take a tremendous amount of punishment, and you have a creature that is generally better avoided or outsmarted than attacked head-on. Taming Giganotosaurus is a dangerous prospect. Its rage reaction, even when tamed, can sometimes cause it to briefly turn on members of its own tribe. Indeed, it may even throw off its rider if it has been sufficiently angered. And yet, the sheer size and immense power that the Giganotosaurus possesses means that some factions endeavor to tame it as a
Where are we now?
furious
Is it like
capital
swamps?
beast of war,
I'll
even
talk in a
at
moment,
great
dear.
risk.
Oh.
Okay, I was just waiting for the note to stop talking.
Yeah, mine was a little before yours.
About the Giganotosaurus, yeah. So Giganotosaurus, interesting that the narrator there kind of calls it Giganotosaurus. Very often it is pronounced as mispronounced as Gigantosaurus, which isn't a species, it's Giganotosaurus. Giga, of course, meaning massive. Odonto would be tooth. I'm not sure about. Or maybe it's massive tooth lizard. But anyway, so Giganotosaurus. We've never tamed Giganotosaurus. We will at some point have to. But where are we? That's a good question. Where we currently are, it's kind of like not really a marshland. It is kind of a braided river, which means the river splits and rejoins, which is not something rivers technically really often do. There where you are in particular, it's more of what we call a braided river.
There's some raptors here, there's small hands here, tiny hands.
Okay, Carnotaurus.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look here. Are you also like overheating, dear?
Yes, that's
Okay.
why I am desperately looking for my otter.
Okay, yeah, I'm also like overheating. President also asks, how would the salt levels affect animals living in or along the river? Would they have a high tolerance of the salt compared to a fully freshwater cousins? So if you're looking at the plants in particular, so we'll get back to the animals in a moment. If you're looking at plants, most plants cannot survive in an environment with salt at all. Later, eventually, some species are able to survive in like completely salt water. Salt marsh plants, for example, really, really good at surviving in potentially water or soils that are about 3 times as salty as the ocean. But they are really, really specialized. Most often what they will do, and that's what mangrove trees will also do, some of them will exclude salt at their root level so they don't take it in. Because if you take in too much salt, I mean, that's bad. That's bad for your health and for your cell function and stuff like that. So too high salt concentrations, bad. So what you'll have is the plants will exclude the salt at their roots very often, or they have a way of taking in the salt and then actually storing it in special salt storing crystals in the cells, which then, or in little parts of the cells, which will not, or so that allows them to store the salt without it impacting the actual cells that they have as a tissue. Animals, very often, if you're looking at fish, for example, many of them can only survive in a certain range of salinities. They're what we call stenohaline. Haline referring to salt, and steno referring to narrow. In other words, they can survive in a
Just
narrow...
wait a sec, eh?
Okay, narrow band of salinity. They can survive either in fresh water or in salt water. Others are what we call euryhaline, which means they can survive in a wide range of salinities. Are you cooling down or what are you doing?
Yeah. It's helping until I get out, then I'm hot again.
Yeah. Now I'm just like, my health is still alright, so I'm just like, this is fine.
It's annoying.
It is annoying, the fact that we are overheating. I'm in my cloth clothes.
I'm in my bra and my panty.
Yeah, I did take off my armor and it still didn't help. I'm like, you know what, stuff it. I'm going to just wear my cloth armor now. Some of the cloth armor I've got in my pockets. But yeah, so some of these species are, as I've said, euryhaline. So they are able to survive in a wide range of salinities. Think of salmon, for example. And any fish actually that come into the estuary as well. They very often will be able to tolerate quite a wide range of salinities. And yeah, so they will have special adaptations. Bull sharks, for example, a good example of that. Or Zambezi sharks, as we call them in South Africa. Because they do occur in the ocean. I mean, that's where you naturally would find sharks. But they can also come into rivers. And in fact, there are even records of them from the Kruger National Park, which is a few hundred kilometers away from the nearest ocean. And it's the only place that I know of that they can, in South Africa at least, like the completely landlocked area, drive around and there goes a shark. Not that there are many records of them, but there are records of them in the Kruger National Park. It's like weird to think about it. But they would need special adaptations in order to survive there. And very often those adaptations require a lot of energy. So you've got to weigh up, like, is it going to be worth your time surviving in that area if you're going to spend so much energy and resources excluding the salt? I see Hans is here. Hello there, Hans.
Hey, Hans.
How's it going on your side? We are doing very, very well. We are just kind of cruising along looking for giant elephants. That is tonight's objective. We're looking for Deinotherium. Still no luck though. But I did do a dino wipe and we're just now, slowly but surely, waiting for everything to respawn. Oh, you see there's Carno Island here.
Oh, wow.
And there's a drop on Carnivore Island. Should we go have a look?
Yeah, sure.
Let's maybe, fingers crossed, we can get a baby Ceratosaurus for you as well, dear. And then we're going to carry on looking for all the rivers that we can possibly have a look at. Ah, there we go. Now I'm no longer overheating. Because we still need an otter for you. We need all those things. Hans says it's great to see us playing Ark. Oh yes, yeah, we've been playing Ark for a bit. It's a lot of fun. When it works, it is great. Yeah, let's see. The ocean... I think my ocean graphics are looking slightly different because I did tweak some settings. I wanted to actually make the water a little bit clearer to take an underwater screenshot. Yeah, I did. Oh, the blue drop has just disappeared. We're just too late. Okay, let's have a look and see if we can find a Ceratosaurus baby still. In any case for you, dear. Okay. So yeah, President, I hope that answers the question. I mean, some of them are able to survive. It's all about osmoregulation, which means the maintenance of a status quo, whether that be temperature or salinity or anything along those lines, and very often to maintain it in a changing environment, so fresh and salt and kind of in between, takes a lot of energy to do that. Oh, now I'm overheating again. Ah, here we go. We've got a yellow drop coming down. We don't
Where's all the dinos? Nothing is here.
Nothing is here yet, but the fact that we now have... now that we have got... Oh, there we go. There's a saber-toothed cat that has respawned. Now that we are in this area, now things will hopefully start popping up. Okay, we're just going to wait for the... On Pride Rock over here, that's where I'm going to wait for the drop. The Hans says they haven't been around for a while. Trump has put a tariff on them having free time. That sucks. Yeah, life gets busy, eh? Life gets so busy. Our life is going to get very busy in a month's time. I think we don't know how our life is going to change. We'll have to wait and see.
That with all the taxes and stuff.
Yeah, I know. Canada, I think, was also hit or is being hit by quite steep tariffs.
Yeah, we've got like 30%.
Oh, is it? You see, I didn't even know that. I'm just like, yeah, well, the outside world, I know it does affect me, but it also doesn't affect me. I just
There's people with
refuse to
more.
listen.
I think it's like Vietnam or something. It's got like 45%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can't remember all of them.
Look at you. You know more about what's going on in the world than I do, dear.
Yeah, I visited my mother. We watched the news.
Oh, that's true. That'll do it. Yeah, I do not know what is going on in the world. And you know what? Ignorance really
What is this small
bliss.
thing running around here? I think it's a...
Baby saber-tooth?
Could be. Did you kill the mummy?
I did kill the mummy, yes.
Oh, shame.
Is it orphaned? Oh, shame piece. Oh, we need another one. Oh, sorry.
Come here. Come here to me. Come to Nikki. Come here. Why can't... there we go.
Okay, I'm gonna drop food on him. There we go. Perfect. And now we must keep it safe. Little... Wait, let me... where is my taxidermy knife? Now maybe I shouldn't hit him with a taxidermy knife yet. I want a stuffed baby.
Huh? You want to kill my baby?
No, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna... Grab. There we go. I got the baby. I got Kitty Cat's skin.
Oh,
Sorry, Kitty Cat. I know it's cruel, but that way we can have a little stuffed baby kitty in our house.
he doesn't
frankly-
look too offended, so that's okay.
Yeah, I know. It's quite
Want to
right.
be hand-fed comfort, what is it?
Cooked
Comfort?
fish meat.
Cooked
I
fish.
don't think I've
I
got.
don't have any. I had, but I don't.
Yeah,
well.
no, I don't have. Oh wait, I do.
Cool.
Yes, there we go. It's to make up for me hitting with a taxidermy knife. Or hitting her with a taxidermy knife.
Shame. Just saw this tiny little thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the drop over here.
I should have fed it some of its mommy's meat. Just to be.
Yeah,
cruel.
no, shame. Let's see, Argentavis, Ascendant Argentavis saddle blueprint. Allosaurus, flak chest piece, ammonite bile, flak boots, ammonite bile, pearls, and laser attachment. Ooh, if we get a cat, dear, and you put the laser attachment on a gun, then they chase the laser.
What?
The
Sorry.
cats. The
really?
cats, yes, they chase the laser. They play with the
cool.
laser.
That's cute.
That is really cute. Super adorable.
Just look after my RJ. I'm going for a walk with the kitty.
Okay, cool.
At night on Carnivore Island.
Yes, thankfully, this is a one. Oh, there we go. It's imprinted. That's where it's useful that we did a dino wipe.
Yeah.
The fact that it is safe. There we go.
Here comes another one.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and he's dead. Thankfully, it was only level 15 one. Okay. How's the maturation
Okay, you are
looking?
fine. Oh, you're someone taking it. Okay.
Yeah. I've got a whole bunch. I took all our spare ones there.
Cool.
I took it. There we go. Okay. Great stuff. Let's head on. Shaman says, but let's not bring too
What
much
is it?
reality. Just enjoy the stream. Yeah.
What's going on over here?
Oh, what have we got?
What glowy stuff is that?
I don't know. I think it's part of the cave. There is a cave here. Okay, so there's a Ceratosaurus attacking something, and there's a raptor. I don't see a baby Ceratosaurus, unfortunately. Because, yeah, it would be lovely to get a nice Ceratosaurus for you as well, dear. Yeah, because we don't tame these Ceratosaurus with normal
yeah.
crank
I think there's a cave entrance right here.
Yeah, there is. I remember we tried going in there back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some
Hans
more
says they've got
raptors.
25% tax.
Okay.
Oh, 25% tariffs. Go. On most goods. That's quite hectic. Okay, things are spawning. The danger is coming. Lovely. You know what? I don't really fear Carnivore Island at all anymore. Eh?
Yeah.
Not since we've got quite strong RGs. There's a T-Rex over there and a whole bunch of RGs. Whole bunch of Argentavis. Basically a glorified vulture, though, that we're flying on. They're not truly eagles. They're, I think, more closely related to vultures, if I'm not mistaken. But most likely were actually scavengers.
They do walk like a scavenger.
Yeah. I mean, they do give this vibe of a vulture as well. Vultures kind of, especially in South Africa, the lappet-faced vulture, the biggest vulture we've got in Africa. I mean, they really like huddle, like do. They look intimidating when they're coming up to the carcass. They scare away all these smaller vulture species. They come in, they take their pick. They're also the only vulture, at least in Africa. Oh no, wait, they're not the only vulture species. There are two vulture species I know of that can take live prey and kill live prey. And the lappet-faced vulture is one, and the bearded vulture is another one. Now, the bearded vulture is a weird one because, and I'll talk about that in the video coming out next week on Monster Hunter World. They mostly feed, like between 70 and 90% of their diet consists of bones. Bones and bone marrow. Like, imagine, more than 3/4 of their diet just consists of that.
Yeah.
And occasionally, though, they will scavenge on meat, and they have been known to actually kill antelope and goats, quite medium-sized ones. But the way they do it is by kind of waiting for the antelope or the prey animal to be like on a cliff face, and then they surprise them and they basically bump them off a massive cliff face and let them fall to their death. And it's like, okay, now we're going to eat you. I mean, that's ingenious. I would not be surprised if the Argentavis did something similar back in the day. What have we got here? An Ascendant Mammoth Saddle.
Nice.
And a fur chest piece if you wanted, dear.
No thanks.
Okay.
Not now.
Alrighty. Okay, so it doesn't look like we've got Ceratosaurus over here. Shall we fly along the river again?
Let's go, yeah.
The same river we flew across, or flew along...
I think so, because, yeah, once they start spawning, it's quite a lot of them,
yes. So I think that'll be a good way to do things. Rather than flying through an area that doesn't have any creatures whatsoever at the moment, let's fly through the area that possibly has some creatures for us to tame.
Yeah.
Hoping for an otter, hoping for Deinotherium. I almost said Deinocheirus.
And a cat.
And a cat.
What did they call the cat?
Cat. Literally cat. It's common house cat. Felis cata. Yeah. Felis catus. That's the one.
Felis cactus.
Cactus.
Oh.
Not cactus. Cactus. Let's see. I see Hans also asked, did you see the discovery of 65 footprint? Oh, it's gone. Okay, I did not see the discovery now. I don't know what I didn't see. They retracted the message. I
Who's
don't know
they?
what I missed. Hmm?
Who is they?
Hans.
Oh. I thought there's some people checking and retracting messages here.
No, I'm the only moderator.
Okay.
So I'm the only one that can actually do that. And I definitely didn't. Okay, here you come as well. We may as well just fly slowly and have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in any case, no, Hans, I did not see a discovery of 65 footprints of something Megalosaurus, I think you mentioned. I just looked down and just did a quick scan of the message and then it disappeared. Let's see, what have we got? We've got Triceratops and we've got Brontosaurus up ahead as well. This gives me Jurassic Park vibes. This Brontosaurus walking across the cliff here. This is a scene I would kind of expect in a Jurassic Park.
Was there a note here? Have we been here?
I don't think we've been there, but there should be a note here. Let me just, before I listen to that note, let me just...
Here it is.
Okay, I'm just going to actually set my voice a little bit louder. Audio, voice, because my voice things here are quite low. So then you can't really hear when we're looking or listening to the voice notes, in other words, these little notes. Okay, somewhere over here. Let's see what we have a look at here, and then I will speak again when my little thing has finished.
It's not, they don't speak here.
Oh, they don't? Oh, okay. I thought I can see, where is this note of yours, dear?
Oh, honey bun.
I'm typical, man, I don't see anything. Okay, I flew past it. Oh, there we go. I flew past it like 2 or 3 times. Oh, okay. It's, yeah. I think it's Maylin. I think it's the lady whose message it is. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, I thought it was going to be one that we listened to. Oh, I see. Discovery of 161 footprints of Megalosaurus and sauropods recently. And they deleted their misspellings. On the island of Skye. I haven't heard of that, no. Oh, that's cool. So the Isle of Skye, that's UK, I think. It's around there, the British Isles, if I'm not mistaken. I could be horribly wrong, like... Northern Hemisphere geography, I'm not very, very good at, I'll be honest. But, I mean, it would make sense. Megalosaurus was described from Britain, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check I am flying the right way. So, that would be very, very interesting. And I wonder what sauropods they were. I'm not familiar with the sauropods from that area either. 167 million years ago, so that's late Jurassic, early Cretaceous, if I'm not mistaken. That's a long time ago. Okay, definitely a whole bunch of new creatures have spawned here. There's Stegosaurus up ahead, there's Parasaurolophus over here. Raptors coming up ahead as well. Gallimimus also has respawned. Yeah, I think the respawning has begun.
Yeah.
Oh, the Carnotaurus running around here as well. Oh, I love a Stegosaurus. It's also one of the actual Jurassic creatures, or Jurassic dinosaurs we saw in Jurassic Park. Not sure what was killed there. I hope it wasn't an otter.
I also wondered.
Imagine. There is a beaver up ahead again. And I think there's a beaver dam as well.
Is it way?
Yeah, up ahead. Let's kill these raptors, because I want to tame that beaver.
No.
And then we can actually, grab the cementing paste there from the dam without any consequences, without being attacked by the beaver. Yeah, I think there is definitely a beaver dam over here. Okay, so let me just quickly put my tranquilizer darts on my gun so I don't accidentally one-shot our poor beaver friend over here. Let me just quickly grab that, and then I'm just going to try to bowler him. That is a beautiful creature, the beaver. I love them.
So beautiful, yeah.
It is gorgeous. Yeah, I think I got him. No. For some reason, I don't think I can bowler him. Can I? I can. Okay, there we go. Level 70. Oh, this is a big one. A big boy. And he's out. Great stuff.
Cool.
Now we just need to protect him.
Well, that's easy.
Let's, is that something? No. Okay, I thought there was something attacking us. Never mind. Oh, it's you. Oh, gave me a fright here, dear. Let's give them some berries. Probably won't take long. We haven't tamed the beaver at all yet. I mean, look at that big flattened tail over there. Now, it's unsure. I think Castoroides may have had a flattened tail, but it's unsure whether they actually had. Because, I mean, they haven't found any fossilized imprints of Castoroides, tail imprints. Yeah, so it's, well, tails, actually. So the soft tissue there. Very, very interesting creature. Web toes, I think? Yeah, some webs between the toes. They're also, of course, helping it swim very nicely. And being a big rodent, let me just press C instead of Control. We should be able to see... We can't see the big incisors there that keep on growing. Typical rodents, they've got incisors, massive incisors that keep on growing. So that, of course, helps them to gnaw down the trees. So the reason they actually gnaw on trees is to get to the inner bark. That's what they will be feeding on, and leaves and stuff as well. And they fell trees to get to the tops of the growth tips and stuff like that. More nutritious bits to eat as well. And of course, in the process, they fell a tree, and they can break off branches and drag that to go and block a river as well. So to create a nice little beaver dam. Okay, this one is a third of the way tamed, dear.
Cool. You can come and check the dam so long if you want.
Okay,
Then
we'll
I'll
have a look. Okay, you will protect.
Take care of it.
You will protect our beaver friend here, eh? Okay. So this thing, of course, being a lodge, beaver lodge. Now, beaver lodges. Now we don't have beavers in South Africa, but they're really, really awesome creatures. So a whole dam would actually be blocking, or a lodge would be blocking or damming up this entire river. And the idea with it is that they will have access or entrances into it So they have a nice little chamber inside. They, I believe, also have an underwater entrance into it, so that it's safe from predators. It's very difficult to break this open to get to the inside, to get to the pups or the babies, or whatever they're called, not pups, but the babies inside or the adults inside. It's a nice little environment, so keeps you safe. Also, I do believe it keeps them at a relatively constant temperature. We in South Africa have a little weaver, biggish weaver, about that size, the sociable weaver. They build these massive nests, and they do it to actually keep the temperature inside quite constant, which means that they don't use as much energy to cool down in summer or heat up in winter. And so I'm pretty sure the beavers have that benefit as well, where the lodge, the walls of this lodge, will insulate them and keep them nice and warm and in the winter, and keep them a little bit cooler in the heat of summer. It's really an amazing thing. I mean, to imagine this is built by a rodent. A massive rodent, but a rodent nonetheless. Oh, it's a gallimimus. Gave me a fright there as well. I am going to grab the cementing paste here, because we've got 357 cementing paste from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is lovely. For a moment I thought it's one of our Dimorphodon flying around, but it isn't. It is a wild one. That one is 2/3 tamed. Oh, that's great. Beavers are really great at harvesting trees as well. Actually more of an early game tree harvester, before you get the mammoths and before you get things like the... what have we got coming along here? Big creature pushing... Oh, it's a pteranodon. Okay. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Let's see, what have you called them? I thought the same. Castor Semenya.
Did you want to name it that?
I was thinking about it.
Okay.
I love the fact that you spelled Castor's name, Castor, like Castor, the genus name of beavers.
Yeah.
So this is Castor Semenya. Nice. Oh, great minds think alike, dear. I mean, how often do you get the chance to name a beaver after one of South Africa's top athletes? Or definitely most famous athletes. Oh no, that's a Brontosaurus. I thought I saw the big legs and like, Deinotherium, but no, it's a Brontosaurus. Unfortunately.
I'm just talking here about throwing poop. What's happening there?
About?
Throwing poop.
Having lots of beavers here that are surprisingly large, and the tail slap will scare the poop out of you when canoeing if you don't see them first. So the thing is, it's an intimidation strategy for them. If you go into, because beavers are fiercely territorial, and if you are canoeing or kayaking and you're just cruising along the river and there's another beaver lodge over here as well. I want
to quickly see what's inside.
Okay, I'm going to try and get ready if there is a beaver around.
Only cementing paste. I took it.
Okay. And we weren't attacked by a beaver, so I don't think there is one around here, or it may have died already. So if you go into the territory of a beaver, they use that flattened tail to smack on the water as a warning. So, I mean, I think that really will scare the poop out of you, yeah. I can jolly well imagine that. Like, imagine we're just cruising along the river and on the water. That would be interesting, to say the least. But I know if you see them first, then you're like, okay, if we hear massive slaps on the water, that'll be them. Don't get a fright. There's the baryonyx still walking along. Just want to quickly check what level is it. It is, oh, shame, it's only level 25. Okay, so if we are, oh, there we go. Tritanomerma, the giant German ants, kind of attacking us here. They're aggressive like the cobra chickens, says Hans. Oh, they're the mammalian version of the cobra chickens. Imagine, like, I think they're not sure whether they are larger than our South African porcupines. Because our porcupines are massive. They are smaller than the capybara, because the capybara is the largest rodent in the world. So they're smaller than that, but imagine like a larger than a staffy-sized rodent running at you.
Do you think...
slapping its tail.
Sorry. Do you think I would be able to go this way around the river without tethering?
We can always try. Let me just quickly check where we are. We are at this split. I think you'll be able to do a little bit, yeah.
No, but I don't want to do a little bit.
Or maybe fly along there. Let's see, dear. There's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Is it going to tether me off my...
No, it's not. I don't think it's going to tether you off your mount, no.
What is splashing in the water here? What would make this splashes?
Let me come and have a look. Maybe I should come with you. Because I suspect the things around here have spawned in both rivers. So let's have a look what you've got over here.
It was probably compies or something swimming.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I see the compies are... and the baryonyx are attacking one another there.
Yeah, it was them. It was making these huge splashes.
Oh. Yeah, in Ark, for some reason, some of the smaller creatures make amazingly big splashes. Okay.
Are we going this way?
Yeah, I think I'm joining you in this cruise over here. Going through the swamp, seeing some Paraceratherium.
Swamps. Maybe the other way.
You think so?
Will the elephants be in the swamps?
Not necessarily, but there is. If we just keep on flying straight, there's another river we can follow.
Okay.
That may have some elephants along there. So I know it is also, I think it is also a spawn point for them. From what I've seen, I've had to look up where do we find these elephants because I haven't seen these elephants. But I'm pretty sure there could be a spawn up ahead.
Oh, there's that other thingy down here. What is this? I really struggle with the spyglass in this version.
Let me come to you.
Looks like it's got a hammerhead.
Oh, the Diplocaulus. A little amphibian.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be the Diplocaulus. Oh yeah, they are very cute.
What do we do with them?
You can use them as a water mount.
Oh.
And then you don't need oxygen. I believe they give you some of their oxygen.
Oh.
There is this Caprosuchus, yeah, that's running around here. It's a narrower snout than the Deinotherium. I think it is trying to... no, I thought it was trying to catch the Beelzebufo, but it wasn't. It most likely is now going to go for that poor little... Yeah, there we go. It is probably going to go after that Diplocaulus over there.
So,
Right
would otters come into the swamp areas?
They may, but it'll be very difficult to catch them here, eh?
Yeah, I know.
I would prefer them actually being in one of the other habitats. Actually, we need to turn a little bit to the left, dear. A little bit more to this side. And then, if we just fly straight, we should be able to get there. Okay, Hans also says they also hiss at you. But when they talk to each other, they kind of sound like babies babbling and gurgling at each other.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute. I wish I could hear that.
Yeah.
The closest we've gotten to that would be the drongos, the drongo that was talking to us today. Oh, drongos are awesome. I love drongos. And Nick also loves them. They
Yeah, it's my
birds.
spirit bird.
Spirit bird, also my favorite. Definitely my favorite bird. And there was one that we were talking to our neighbor, and while we were talking to our neighbor, it was just constantly chatting above us. There is a Calicotherium, which we can also tame with beer.
Calicotherium we can also tame with beer.
Yeah, so it's
And it is near.
It's a level 25 Calicotherium. You want to tame him, dear?
I do not fear.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to park myself over here. You will probably need to just approach it from behind and push a bottle of beer up its bum.
Are you going to do that?
No, I can get you to do it.
I don't want to put beer up his bum.
You don't?
No, I'm scared to get off my mount.
Oh, okay, fine.
You know, Moss.
Okay, then I'm going to go. Just be ready to come and help.
Okay.
Okay, though, this is too heavy. Too heavy to run. Too heavy to run. I'm so
I haven't even
heavy.
seen it yet.
You haven't seen it?
Or is it there across the river? Where is it?
Oh, I've got two that I can put here. Yeah, it's across the river, yeah.
Okay.
It's very well camouflaged. You'll see now.
Level 25.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to walk up to it. Hopefully it doesn't see me because it will fling poop at me if it does see me. The Calicotherium means gravel beast. Come on. And feed a beer jar. There we go. We will call this one Kali.
Yes.
We had a South African boxer, Kali Knutse. And yeah, this one is now named after Kali Knutse.
Kali with a C.
This is Kali with a K.
Okay,
Because
yes.
Kaliknitze was with a K.
I also used to know a Kali with a K.
Is it? Yeah, Kali is like the proper South African or Afrikaans name.
Yeah.
Okay, so this Deinotherium is a level 37 now that it's tamed.
Is it tamed?
Yeah, it's tamed. Yeah,
Wow.
one beer of the bum.
So, yep, you know, sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah, like a little alcoholic enema.
Just a bit beer up the bum and
Yeah.
it's putty in your hand.
Yeah, drunk as fudge.
Take note, kids.
I see Hans also says there are some videos on YouTube if you're curious. We have to go watch those videos there of the beavers
Yeah.
chattering to one another, and I want to show you them slapping their tails as well. That is also something to behold.
I love that video you showed me the other day of the snake playing dead.
Oh yes, the hog-nosed
Yeah,
snake.
that was
It's
so funny.
With the hog-nosed snake, if you flip them the right way around, they just go again. Another level 25 baryonyx. The 2 level 25 baryonyx
What
thus
is that,
far.
a T-Rex?
Yeah, there's a T-Rex on the left as well.
It's a pretty barrier.
It is a very, very pretty one with the nice stripes there.
Now the
stripes, of course,
Spino.
too. Oh, it's a Spino as well. Oh, what level?
I probably won't be able to see with
10.
my spyglass.
A level 10.
Yeah.
Shame. Yeah, I think the dinos are pretty much low level in this area. Unfortunately. No, but
Should have
all the-
made their levels higher.
Yeah, well, next time, and then I'll do another dino wipe. Yeah, really awesome Spinosaurus. I love Spinosaurus. I mean, that big sail. We don't know how far up the sail, or up the neural spines, or those spines on the back, the sail actually went. It could have gone up a little bit, or it could have gone mostly to the top. I think the general theory is that it went very similar to how we see it here. Not quite up to the top, but almost to the top. And then the tips of these neural spines most likely stuck out. Now, what we see here in the arc spino is the middle neural spines actually splitting in two. You can see this, oh, when it stops moving, we can see that some of the spines
It's
are split
being
in two.
attacked by that thing that runs fast.
Thing that runs fast. A Ceratosaurus.
Well, if you come around, you can
I
see.
see it there, yes. Okay, I think the Ceratosaurus may win. Cinnamon is here again, asking for food. I just quickly bumped her head against me. Yeah, that's level 55 Ceratosaurus. If this Spinosaurus... Oh no, it's running away. It is definitely doomed.
Shame.
Yeah, it's not standing a chance. But yeah, with the neural spines in arc here, in the arc Spinosaurus, you see them splitting the middle ones. There we go, it's dead. But in real life, it would have just remained intact. It never split. There is a slight difference here between the arc Spinosaurus and the real Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus aegypticus.
It's actually nice to see it like crept up on the Spinosaurus
Oh,
like
is
a
it?
cat would on to his prey,
Oh yeah?
and then all of a sudden attacked.
Oh wow. They're kind of like an ambush predator, as a lot of predators are. They kind of wait for their prey to come close, or in this case, another predator that they don't like to come close, and then they charge in and do some damage. There's an iguanodon as well. That's quite cool. We don't have one of those yet, but we don't need to tame that one now. When I was here previously, there was, or looking for the elephants, I just saw T-Rex running around here as well. Still not
Another
found.
level 10 Spino over there.
Oh, is it? Shame. All the Spinos are level 10, all the berries are level 25. They are related to one another, eh? The Spinosaurus and Baryonyx, as far as I recall. They're in the Spinosaurus group. Oh, were they? I think they were. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure they were related. Distantly related. And in any case, they were both feeding on fish in similar habitats. So even if they weren't related, they had similar biological niches or ecological niches, roles they fulfilled in their environment. Let's see. Also, Hans says, wonder if beer in the bum is a good way to make friends in real life. If they consent, I'm sure yes.
Try it, Hans. Try it next time you go out, and then you let us know. Because
Unless you are imprisoned and you can't tell us again.
we're also not very good at making new friends. So, and South Africans love beer, so it might work.
Yes, although
might
beer in
work.
the bum, I don't think would be a great strategy for South Africans. You will be hit. You will be punched so hard, it's not even funny. Interesting, the quadrupedal Spinosaurus here. When Spinosaurus has gone down so... And then now it's a biped as well. Is it Cinnamon? You want some more dinner? It's like standing up here next to me, just raising her head high enough to draw my attention so I can give her some more food. Sweet. Oh,
Now we're next to the ocean. Should we not take the river?
yeah, I think so. There is another
across
Calicus here. If you want to
yonder.
go and push beer up that one's bum, dear.
You can do it.
It's level 35, no, but I've already tamed. Don't you want to tame one?
Okay, fine. Give me some beer.
Okay, I'm going to drop beer for you.
There's two there.
Oh, is it?
The red
Okay.
one's nice looking. It's coming.
Okay, so here we go, dear. I'm dropping the beer on the ground here. There's one.
So I put it in my last slot.
Yeah, in your last slot, and then go from behind. Surprise it. Surprise beer of the bum. Okay, go for the one that you would like to get.
Don't look at me. I
And then you
just want
just
to
press E.
tickle your bum with beer. Come on. Oh no. He didn't
Oh,
like
no.
that. Oh no.
Okay, there
I
goes
told
everyone.
you. I told you should do it.
Okay, I'm wondering whether perhaps you should... Oh, look at that. There's a baby, though. There are two babies, dear. Okay, but I want my... Come on, my Argent Harvest. Stop attacking them, because you're going to kill the babies. You're going to kill the babies. No, okay. Oh. Okay,
Hello,
those ones you
baby.
can just tame normally. There we go. Okay. Bunch of chaos later, but here we are. Very... I've
Oh
got-
shit. Oh. No, I thought it's another one. It's just yours. Did we
No,
tame
this
this
is another
one?
baby.
Oh.
Come here. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's just get some more berries. We've got a whole bunch of Calicothea we're going now with. Oh, okay. Great. So all these ones are taming up though. Look at those hands, dear. You see?
Yeah.
They're like...
Witch. It looks like witch's nails.
I know, and they're knuckle walkers. They're like gorillas in essence.
Oh yeah. Oh, it wants to cuddle with you. Hello.
Oh, sweet. Oh, mine's excitable. Mine is an excitable individual. Let's just watch that Spinosaurus. He is very, very busy killing something. Over there. Okay, one scare, and what do you want? Oh, simple kibble. Sorry, little one. Incidentally, one can actually put babies into a cryopod. I've got a baby or a juvenile Diplodocus in a cryopod at the moment.
And
so-
do they grow up in there?
No, they stay babies, and then you plop them out later, and you can give them something to eat or something. Anyway, so those knuckles there that we see, the idea is that Calicotherium here, and the other Calicotheas, as well as gorillas, and also Therizinosaurus, that also had these big claws in front. Let me just quickly check here. Oh, you don't have any berries left. Oh no, they've eaten all their berries. Stem berries. I'll give you that. Probably not a good idea. How's your health looking? Health is alright. It's just that they're quite hungry, but not too hungry.
Why are you
Okay.
not walking? Come on. Oh, now I'm stuck in it. Okay,
But you
let's
up?
go.
Okay, I was about to come and try and help. This one is 77, 78% fully grown. Anyway, so the knuckles. The idea is that they most likely use that to pull pull vegetation closer to eat them, because they were also browsers and most likely would have fed on fruit as well. And having these long claws would have allowed them to actually pull the vegetation close enough to then eat. Very similar to how gorillas do it nowadays. Okay, it's just a Parasaurolophus walking here. And this one is about 92% done. I'm just checking that Spinosaurus. I don't want it coming too close to us. Oh, something is attacking. Or
It's
attack.
just a... What's the thing called? Oh. Now I'm stuck in this baby again.
Oh, you're stuck in the baby again. You want me to...
Fine.
You're out again, okay. Okay. Okay, this one can go into the pod.
RG, come on.
And I'm... Oh, okay. That one is following you again. Right, whereabouts are you? You are over there
I'll put it
somewhere.
in the pod.
Okay. Oh, and this one... This is Beer Bum. This is yours, isn't it?
Beery bum, yeah, it's mine.
Okay, Beery Bum, okay. The other Calicotherium I have put in the in the pod, yes, okay. You want to put him away or should I? Okay, you are going to, okay. Great stuff. Sure, it's just a massacre over here. Oh!
Are they related to the what did you say to it looks like a Daci almost.
A Hyrax.
Yeah.
Oh. But no, I don't think there are any relatives left of their group, eh?
Oh.
There's a Megalodon attacking the Spinosaurus or getting close to that Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
I mean, no, there wouldn't have been any interactions between Megalodon and Spinosaurus because they lived in very, very different times. The Megalodon only appeared much later after the extinction of the dinosaurs. And the Spinosaurus was around in the early, middle Cretaceous period in Africa. The Megalodon would have occurred in similar areas, or also around Africa. There are some Megalodon teeth fossils from South Africa as well. They occurred all over the show. But Spinosaurus lived in a very, very different time to the Megalodon. They wouldn't have actually interacted at all. So, yeah.
So are we going to a river now, or are we following the beach now?
Let's see. I think let's follow the beach because there is a river that we can follow once we have gone a little bit along the beach.
Okay.
Let's keep an eye out for the cats. Although, as I said, I see it as well.
Look at that tiny eared elephant.
So, is there only one? No, there are two. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's get up and just keep our distance because they can spook.
I think they smell us.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Look at them smelling.
Yeah, definitely do. You've got beer in your last slot, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of potentially why they are coming.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to put some of the heavier stuff away on my Argentavis so that I can actually move around a bit more easily. Yeah, okay. That I can also put away. Oh, Deinotherium. Okay, so we've got a herd of 2 thus far.
Yeah.
Let's just see what sex have we got here. That is a female. Okay. Apparently they do look different, the males and the females. That's another female. Okay, so we've got level 5.
Look, why is the teeth hanging like
that is the weird thing about the tusks. That is the weird thing about the tusks of the Deinotherium.
How do they even use it?
That is also what I wanted to ask you. What on earth could they use those weird tusks for? Because that was really, really funny.
Do they slap things downward? Do they like slap their heads downwards?
See, that was a theory that they would have used it as a defense mechanism, kind of impaling stuff.
Or do they scratch around in the wet or whatever for food? I don't know.
That was another theory, what they use it for. Now, we most likely do know what they use it for because they've looked at marks on the tusks to find out what they would have used it for.
Do they use it to scratch inside trees for something?
Ooh, you're getting close. You're getting very close.
Into their, like, nests or...
Not nests.
I don't know.
So what do trees also have that elephants love eating?
Sap?
Not the sap.
Bark?
Bark.
Oh, to scratch off the bark.
Most likely use it to scrape off bark. Yes. Okay, so I am going to go closer. Oh, here's one right over here.
Shall I let your RG follow me or not?
Yes, maybe. And
just
then
in case.
If I'm in danger... So you can see it's coming closer. It's smelling the beer. I need to check. It needs to do 3 behaviors. If I'm in danger, please come and pick me up.
I'll try. And your RG might then attack it, ne?
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Oh, no. I may be in danger.
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to run. I'm going to run.
Run away.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Okay, wait. It's...
I don't think this RG thing is a good idea. It's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
I must whistle passive to it.
Yes, maybe.
If possible. I'm just gonna fly a bit away. Just stay alive there.
Yeah. No, they're leaving me alone again. But I mean, you see the size of this thing. 4 meters high at shoulder height. Here comes the Illy again, the Deinotherium. I'm just going to crouch down, just try to make myself not intimidating. We need its ears to flap, we need it to swing its trunk, and we need it to actually shake its head. And if it's done all 3 of those things, then we may be able to tame this Deinotherium.
Okay, so I think they're both on passive now, so this might be better.
Okay. Great stuff, thank you, dear. Okay, so that one there is not really that interested, so let's head to the other one, shall we? Because I know there were 2 here. And this is what it was all about. This evening I wanted to get Deinotherium. I would have preferred a bigger, a stronger one, but you know, I'll take what I can get at this point in time. We can always tame better ones later. Oh, there's one up ahead. So the Deinotherium in the game here, the females don't have a beard, whereas the males actually have a bit of a beard on it. And also smaller tusks, the females than the males. So there's some sexual dimorphism between them. Okay, come on, little one. You're the only one in this area. Surely you want some... There we go, smelling the beer. Excellent sense of smell. We once were in Kruger National Park, and we had macadamia nuts in the car. And we were eating that, and the elephant was quite a way away. And then it came, and it wanted to eat the macadamia nuts that we had. Hello? You're smelling it? Yes, okay. Okay, what are you doing? That's the ear tuft? Okay, that was the trunk. Okay, that's the head shake. And then the third thing you want is your ear flaps. Come on, flap your ears. Flap your ears, little one. That's still the head shake. Okay. There we go. That is it. Okay, so now we just need to have it. Oh, there we go. Yes, it drank the beer.
Nice. How many beers do you have to give it?
That was one, because it's a low-level one. What shall we call this one?
Oh,
Here we go. Deinotherium. I thought there was going to be a talking about it, but yeah, Deinotherium colossus is the species we've got here.
God, they look odd, with those tusks pointing down.
Really odd.
I don't know what you can call it.
Wow. Hans, what do you think? What should we call our Megatherium over here, our female Megatherium? What's your suggestion? Oh, wow. This is a magnificent creature. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. I've been waiting all evening to say that.
Shame.
Small ears, right? Which is very interesting considering they most likely would have had bigger ears because they most likely occur in hot areas. And for an elephant, one of the ways it keeps cool is by having big ears that it can pump blood through. And as they flap their ears, it actually cools the blood in the ears and cools the animal down. Because big animals, as I've mentioned a few times in the past, they struggle to actually keep cool. They overheat very, very easily. So small ears, maybe not the best adaptation for an elephant or a big creature like Deinotherium. I see Hans also asked, do we have much evidence for the types of megafauna from these periods? So regarding Deinotherium, there are actually quite a lot of fossils. They were very wide-ranging. They occurred all the way from Africa into Europe and into Asia as well. They were known only from the Old World, so only Eurasia and Africa. Not from Australia, not from North America, not South America. Never made the journey across to that side. But they were very widespread. And the last place that they survived was actually in Africa, and about 1 million years ago. So that's, in terms of fossils, that's actually relatively recently, which is amazing. And I mean, Deinotherium here about as tall at the shoulder as a giraffe is in total. That is just massive. I mean, you can see how... Okay, this one may be a little bit bigger than it is or was in real life, but yeah. So longer legs, slimmer legs than an African bush elephant, for example, and a little bit longer neck as well. That allows it to actually move its head quite a bit around. So we've got the tusks, we've got the shape of the elephants. We do know it had a trunk, or most likely had a trunk. There's a big nasal opening in front that would have supported the trunk, but it most likely had quite a wide trunk, very similar to kind of how we see here. If I just go into photo mode and we just not look at my jock strap there, if we look at it here, you can see it's got quite a wide trunk, and that is most likely due to that big flattish opening, oval-shaped opening, the nasal passages. It most likely had quite a short trunk. Not like a very, very short, like a tapir, but shortish, shorter than our African bush elephants. I see Snuffleupagus. That's
Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus.
I like it a lot.
That is going to be an awesome name. Yes, I think we should call this one that.
Snuffleupagus.
So it most likely didn't have a very long trunk like our African bush elephants have. Because of its longer, more flexible neck, they would have been able to reach food quite easily. They didn't need a long trunk to reach the food, but they couldn't have a very short trunk either, because then they wouldn't be able to drink water. So I actually think that the length of trunk we've got over here is what they would have had, a medium length trunk. But if you look at those tusks, right, they are from the lower jaw, which is weird because African bush elephants and the elephants we've got alive today, it's actually the incisors, those front teeth of ours in the top jaw that forms the tusks. Whereas for the Deinotherium here, it's actually the incisors of the lower jaw that bent down and actually grows like this to form the tusks. Really awesome. Awesome creature. I'm so excited the fact that we actually have one. Do you want to tame another one, dear?
There's the other one. We've seen how I do with the beer. Maybe you can put it up, Itzba.
Okay. Okay, let me go try and get another one.
It's right...
somewhere over here.
Oh, yeah, between the rocks and stuff.
Okay. So this one, we will need to rename Snuffleupagus. Snuffleupagus. And then, Hans, any idea for the second one's name, if we do manage to tame it? Also another female. And since you are in chat, you know, if anybody else also has a suggestion, please pop it down in the chat. But I think, Hans, you're the only one actually thus far recently talking. So, yeah, okay, here we go. Here comes the Deinotherium. Let me just put away my pointy stick. Almost looks like there's blood on the palm, on the banana here. Huh. Well, it's definitely smelling alcohol. Interesting the fact that we have to use alcohol to tame it.
Yeah.
Because it kind of plays into that idea of elephants going for fermented marula fruit and then getting drunk. But, I mean, that is unfortunately a myth. They don't actually go for alcoholic fruit.
And it actually, I don't think it will make them drunk anyway.
No, it won't. They're not affected by alcohol the way we are. Here we go, Deinotherium. We are in the open. There we go. Come closer. Yeah, you know you want it. Okay. Okay, now, I want your body language to say that you would like me to give you alcohol. Oh, no, that is a more aggressive show.
Give your consent.
Oh, that was the head shake.
That was
a
a
good
head
one.
shake, yeah.
That was a good one. That's the ear flap. Okay, now we just need him to tuck his... or to sway his trunk.
There we go.
That's a head shake.
Oh.
But that was a head shake. Okay, maybe this we can do. Come on, drink your beer. Nope, that's a stomp. Oh, I'm stunned.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the roar. Okay.
Must I kill it?
No, I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna run away. I should be fine. I think my health is perfectly fine. I've got 90-something% health left. Run away, Forrest. Run away.
It's running away from you now.
Okay.
And it's glowing green. I think it's angry.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit angry. We just need to give it some time to calm down, and then I'll try it again. Like, I think it only gave 2 of the actual beneficial or good behaviors. It does 2 things which, if it tucks its ears and if it actually puts its trunk to the side, that indicates, you know, it's not happy. You must back off.
It's not green anymore. I think it's fine now.
Okay, so it's on the beachish area now, eh?
No, it's still here in the rocks.
Oh, is it? Okay, I wanted to come to the beach more out into the open.
Shall I let it chase me? But it doesn't chase.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'll just come around here and get to it. See, there she is. There she blows. Come on, little one. There's alcohol for you here. Come on. So also the behavior, elephants, you know, when they're flapping their ears and they're trumpeting, they're noisy and stuff like that. That's not when they're charging like that, like flapping the ears and trumpeting and stuff like that. That's not actually when you're in danger. You are in danger when they put their ears back and they raise their trunk in front of their head and they're quiet. That's actually when they're doing a lethal charge. The rest of the time they're actually doing a mock charge. And that's kind of what this is also playing into. When it's flapping its ears, it's actually at peace. If it's tucking its ears back, like there we go, that's the ear wiggle. Oh, no. It's got its trunk to the side. That's the danger. It's back off, or I will charge you. See, I misinterpreted that. Come on.
You see, I would not get this.
There we go, here he comes again, sniffing the air. Okay. What are you doing? That's the head shake. That's a good one. But there's the head shake, actually. I think... Come on. Flap your ears. There we go. Okay, that should be it. No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna run again.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah. Hans says the next one should be called Ellie. That sounds like a good plan. If I can get away from Ellie, the future Ellie... Oh, I can see the shadow. I can see the shadow coming after me. Oh no!
Just tell me when I should take it out.
No. I will survive.
Ellie is like on your...
I know, I can see Ellie's I can see Ellie's shadow.
Ellie is a mean drunk.
Ellie is well, she's not even drunk yet. She hasn't drunk the alcohol yet.
She probably had alcohol.
Oh, there's a Spinosaurus. So
I'll
let me just
take
run
it.
back along the beach.
I'll
you know.
take it.
Go back the way we came from. How's Ellie doing? Ellie is now leaving me alone. Okay, cool. Ellie, I want to give you your daily bit of alcohol. Come.
I'm just gonna take the Spino out.
Yes, I think that's a good plan, dear. Go for it.
Oh,
Ellie is most
Mr.
likely
Spino.
Oh, there was one shot. I saw that. Ellie is probably going to smell the alcohol again soon. There we go, Ellie. Come on. Alcohol right over here. Ish. Oh.
Full of nonsense, that one. What level is that even?
I think this one is level 10. Either level 10 or
10,
level
yeah.
5. Level 10, yeah. Okay, here she comes again. Come, Ellie. I would like you to be at peace. Okay.
Hey, fire ducks here.
Hey, Fire Duck! Hello there, Fire Duck! And welcome to the stream, just as we have gotten our first Snuffleupagus and getting our second Deinotherium as well. Hopefully. Come on, Ellie.
He's running away.
She is, yeah, I see. Couldn't get to me to drink her alcohol. Come on. Oh, I'm under attack by compies.
I will intervene.
Thank you, dear.
Where are they?
I've got
Yay.
4 right in front of me. There are 2, 3. There we go. 3 there. Thank you, dear.
Leave me, husband,
one more
and
again.
his tight legs alone.
Here comes the Ellie again. Oh,
Whoa,
Ellie is charging you.
whoa.
Run away. I'm just stabbing Meganura as well. Okay, Ellie. Sheesh, this one is really giving us a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
As I'm running around in my tight spandex suit. Hello, Ellie. Okay, that's the ear flap. I think that is a good ear flap. That's a good ear flap. Yeah, that's the ear wiggle, they call it. And then, come on. That's the head shake. Well, that's the head shake. I'm attacked by a Meganura. Come on, bugger off.
I don't want to come close and
Another compy. That's dead.
ruin it now.
Okay, let's see. Come on, Ellie. I'm not liking the Meganura.
How are we taming cats, by the way?
You actually walk up to them and give them fish or meat in your last slot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It depends, because some of them are aggressive. They actually latch onto your face and then you run. Oh, that is the... You see the ears tucked back?
Yeah.
That's a bad sign. That's aggression. That may be alright, but the other one is kind of aggressive. Oh, taking a long time. Technically, one can run up to them. If they do only 2 of the 3 behaviors, you've got a 50% chance of actually taming them.
I don't think with this one.
That was a bad sign. That's the good sign. That's the bad one, I think. Or the other way around. Come on, wiggle your ears. Okay, that's the head shake. Okay, good. Like, this one doesn't really want to be tamed, it seems.
Wants to be bitten by an Argentavis.
That's the ear, the trunk. Oh, we just need to wiggle its ears. Come on, do your ear wiggle. That's the... It's good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Come on, wiggle your ears.
He's upset because his partner is missing.
Yeah, could be.
Just go and give him the beer already.
Okay, well, there we go. That is the ear, the tuck of the trunk.
So fire ducks are doing errands.
Oh, is it?
Might not be able to say anything else, but we are doing well,
okay.
thanks, fire duck. Yeah.
Glad you are here, though. Yeah.
It's been a good week.
Go on, shake your head. Okay, that's the ear wiggle. I'm gonna go in again.
Sure.
Let's see. There we go.
Yay!
Finally.
Ellie the stubborn.
Yeah, I'm calling her Ellie the problematic.
Yeah.
So there we go. Deinotherium. So now we've got 2. We've got 2 females.
Nice.
I would like to get a bull though. We've got 2 Deinotherium cows, but we need a Deinotherium
At least we
bull.
saw one.
At least we did. At least we did. I'm so happy. Let's see. Okay, come on. There we go. Mrs. Magnificence. Oh, goodness.
Awesome.
Okay, now.
So one down.
Yeah, now we
Now
just
we need a
otters.
cat and an otter.
Yes, cat
We've
and
got
otter.
half an hour basically to get those.
Wow, so it took us an hour and a half to get these. Wow, that is shocking. But, you know, it's also understandable. Alright, so I guess we're just going to follow the river up, because we should be getting to the river, yeah, kind of soon. We're almost halfway between the two rivers. I'm just so glad we finally got the Deinotherium.
Yeah.
Oh man, they were cool. So yeah, those are the ones that were more in forested areas, or kind of forest, but not too densely forested, because I mean they were massive in size. They wouldn't be able to walk around in a massive, dense forest at least. So a little bit more open forests, but they would have been in forested environments. And then as the climate changed and the vegetation became a little bit drier and savannas and then grasslands took over, Deinotherium disappeared in the process, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't think they would have been able to survive in the modern era though. Well, yeah, you'd need big forest areas to actually maintain them, and the forests now aren't adapted to these massive elephants either.
People probably would have, you know, hunted them for something.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, so with those down-facing tusks, when I asked you what they could have used that for, and you mentioned a fence, and you mentioned grubbing around basically for food, and those are some of the theories that people had about what they would have used their tusks for. There was a third theory as well, which is that they used those tusks to anchor themselves to the ground, because they were at one point believed to be aquatic. And
Aquatic.
Sorry?
Aquatic.
Aquatic, yeah, drifting around because they were massive. The people thought, no, they wouldn't be able to maintain their bodies above the water.
Sure.
So, I mean, a lot of dinosaurs, the sauropods, for example, people also initially thought they were marsh-dwelling or forest, or, you know, swampland-dwelling. Didn't think that, oh, there's a terror bird running around there. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, so they thought they were, you know, drifting around in the water, and they would use these tusks to actually look for food. And then another theory was that they would anchor themselves to the riverbank by impaling the ground with their tusks, and then to keep themselves from drifting away. But walruses, for example, will actually do that to some extent.
You don't have a giant egg on your way? Or a large egg or something?
Is there a Gigantoraptor?
Yeah.
Oh. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't think so. Not a big enough one, I think. No. How about on my RG? I've got just one Argentavis egg, which is not a huge one. I see there's a Gigantoraptor up ahead. Oh, that's cool.
I still want one of these.
Oh, yeah, me too. Oh, and hello there, Fire Duck. Sorry, I forgot to say hello properly. So hello there. Welcome to the stream. Oh, now this is another beautiful one, a greenish one. I see the baby ears also still in the nest there.
Lots of raptors around.
Yeah. Now, see, we don't have ghillie suits on us at the moment.
True.
Properly, I've got the boots on, and I've got the gloves on. That's it. Okay, but we must focus here. We must focus.
Okay.
We're looking for otters.
And cats.
And cats. Yes, that is what we are looking for still. I don't know how we are going to see the otters though. I think the best would actually be to run around the rivers with like a proper mount, like a baryonyx or so.
We'll probably see them swimming, won't we?
We could, maybe, but geez, they are sometimes so difficult to actually
I keep on checking.
spot in the water.
You know I'm the spotter.
Yes, you are. You're always the spotter. Like when we go to the rock pools along the beach, Nick is the one that spots all the amazing little critters. She's very, very good with spotting patterns and stuff, eh? And something that looks slightly out of place. There's another baryonyx here, another Spinosaurus as well. If we see some more Deinotherium cows, I don't think we're going to bother with them unless they're like an amazing level. But if we see a bull, I think we should try and get that Deinotherium bull then.
Yeah.
And we can breed with them and get a whole herd going. I wouldn't be surprised if there actually were herd dwelling similar to African elephants or most elephants nowadays. There's a youngish Diplodocus, I think, over there. Or is that an adult? No, that's an adult. Oh, kind of looks like a youngish one, smallish. Oh yeah. Raptors and Ceratosaurus
Lots
attacking
of raptors
Brontosaurus.
everywhere.
Lots and lots of chaos here. If we do see an otter here, we're just going to have to pick them up and run away with them. Fly away with
Or
them.
kill everything.
Or kill every... That's also an option. Nick woke up and chose violence.
It's the hormones.
President says they find it funny that in an island full of dinosaurs, we're looking for otters and cats.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you see, dinosaurs not a problem to find, but the cats and the otters, those are difficult to find. Oh, those are coelacanths, I believe, that we've got down here. Yeah. There's a big coelacanth, I think, swimming around over here.
Yeah, same on this. Oh, it's salmon.
Ah. Okay, I can't see
It's
there.
a baby
Never mind.
salmon, I think.
Oh, is it? Sure. Still nothing. There's some moss chops there. There's a baby Parasaurolophus. Nothing still. It's going to be nighttime for a minute or so in a moment. Still no otters. We haven't seen a single otter yet.
No, are they even in this game?
They must be. They must be in this game. I mean, they have taken over all the creatures, I think, from the Ark Survival Evolved into Ark Survival Ascended. Maybe it is just that they are killed so often by everything else. I mean, here we've got, I think, Carnotaurus running around again. Or is that... No, that's T-Rex. And terror birds. Everything. I'm not sure whether things actually attack the otters or whether the otters are safe from being attacked. But I can't imagine otters surviving for very long in the game. I would love to see otters again. I mean, we've only seen them 3 times thus far in total. Like in real life, not in the game. In real life. Otters are so cool.
Yeah, they're super cute.
Oh, there's a little Diplocaur that's being chased down by the Baryonyx. Poor Diplocaurus. Okay, little amphibian. Oh man. Okay, and here we are back at the swamps. Okay, so let's see. We are here. Okay, if we take a sharp left, there's a stream we can follow. Oh wait, never mind. That's the one that we came down on. If we take the left, we can go through the swamp to where the river is again. I think let's do that, dear.
Okay.
Yeah. Because even though we won't be able to catch an otter over here in the swamps, we can fly through it fast. Just to get back to where a river actually is. Yeah. Because it's going to open up again a little bit later. This area is where the river starts to slow down. It's not moving as fast, allowing fine sediments to settle down, allowing nutrient-rich fine sediments to settle out, forming sandbanks and stuff like that, or sandbars. And a lot of these plants here are only growing here because of all the nutrients that's accumulated in this wetland environment. So it's an amazing habitat, but it's really, really horrible to try. And oh, there goes a little creature flying through the air. Is that Baryonyx? No.
Oh my word.
That was... What was that? That's a Baryonyx that was flying.
Baryonyx, yeah.
You saw it, eh?
Yeah.
It was like the magic school bus of dinosaurs. Flying through the sky. Oh, I missed the magic school bus. I haven't watched that show in ages.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. I always enjoyed it. I enjoyed the magic school bus games in particular.
Oh yes, I also liked it.
Oh, that was awesome. Which ones did you have again, dear?
The space one, I think.
Oh, we also had the space one. And obviously the dinosaur one we also had.
We didn't have... I think we only had the space one.
Oh, yeah. We had the space one. Oh, there's a Beelzebufo over there. One hopping on land, one swimming around, the white one in the water there. We had the space one. We had the dinosaur one, obviously. And we had... Oh, this Parasaurolophus seems to be chasing the terror bird.
What?
Yeah, look at that chicken running
What's
away.
going on? Rabies or something?
Oh, no, it's turned around.
What
It's chasing the Parasaurolophus now.
Oh, but the Parasaur was definitely chasing it.
It was, definitely.
That is very out of character.
I know, but they're still fighting, but the Parasaurolophus is now... Yeah,
There is a baby, so that could be why.
Is there a baby?
Ja.
Yes, I see. It was defending the baby again.
Ja,
Damn.
foi toch.
Up to its last breath.
Here comes another chicken. Wee, look at my cute little arms. I'm gonna catch you.
So yeah, terror birds wouldn't have been able to fly. They were flightless.
Here comes a little baby terror bird. Like, look at this tiny little thing.
Okay, that means killing the adults. We're adopting a baby terror bird. Where's this one?
Yeah.
Okay, is the adult there?
I've got the baby.
You've got. Okay, have you tamed the baby?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Let's give it some meat.
Yes, because it was carnivorous. Have you got meat there?
I'm gonna give it some prime meat.
Okay, great stuff. I'm just going to kill the adult again. That's coming to defend the baby. It's dead. It's only level 10 though. Same.
Not beer.
yeah, not beer. Beer up the bum won't work for terror birds. Oh, that's cool. We finally got a terror bird. So, I wonder... This one, because it's called a terror bird, it's most likely in the Forest Racus genus. They are what we call forest raccoons. The weird thing is that they're known mostly from South and then Central and North America. I believe they originated, or initially it was thought they originated in South America, and then during the Great American Biotic Interchange, when North America and South America collided with one another, and that Isthmus of Panama, that land bridge, formed. Species from South America could move into North America, and species from North America could move into South America. Very few species, actually, or groups of animals, made the journey from South America to North America. More species made it from North America to South America.
Oh, here comes a...
I
what is
see a
that?
berry. Should I go and take out the berry?
Maybe.
Yeah, because it is going to otherwise attack us. A berry. Sorry. Berry, not Alan. He's dead. Okay. So very few species made the journey from South North America, but a group of forest raccoons did make the journey across. I think a Lincoln is the one genus that did make it across, one of the few genera of terror birds that actually made it across. But as I said, initially it was thought that they originated in South America, because we've got fossils of them in South America and then in Central and North America as well. But the thing is, they didn't originate there. They originated in Africa, which is weird. There's a bone from West Africa that belonged to a forest raccoon that predates the ones in Central and South America. So they originated in Africa and then somehow made the journey over to South and Central America, while Africa and South America were actually separated from one another by the ocean. And they can't fly, so they didn't fly across. They most likely would have made the journey across on a raft. Not like building a raft, but actually like on pieces of vegetation and land actually floating out to sea during massive storms. They most likely made the journey across that way. And they're not the only group of animals that actually colonize new lands by using natural rafts. The lemurs of Madagascar also most likely made the journey across from Africa to Madagascar on pieces of vegetation floating over.
That's so cool.
So on
Hitching
rafts.
a ride.
Yes, and also all the monkeys we've got in South America, their closest relatives are actually in Africa. So monkeys originated. That group of monkeys, I believe, originated in North and South America. And then they disappeared from there altogether. They actually made the journey over to Eurasia and Africa and died out eventually in the Americas. Until a group of primates that are related, or the ancestors to the modern day squirrel monkeys and capuchins and those, South American monkeys or primates, they rafted over from Africa again as well. I think it's like a 1,007 or 1,100 kilometer journey at that point in time that they floated out from the ocean. And most likely would have taken them a few days. If they were on a big piece of flotsam that floated out, there would have been enough food for them to make the journey. And yeah, that's quite cool. And I see Paleo Potato is also here. Hello there, Paleo Potato. And yes, the Great American Biotic Interchange, GABI for short. That was an amazing thing that happened when North and South America collided with one another. And you had that land bridge, the Isthmus of Panama, forming. Here comes a Ichthyornis. Oh, keep on missing the Ichthyornis. Come on, you bird.
Sorry, I'm just quickly checking what am I seeing
bird.
swimming here.
Oh. Let's fly across to where Nick is.
Probably just fish.
But yeah, with the biotic interchange, the Great American Biotic Interchange, what happened is a lot of these species that we typically believe are like South American or associated with South America, like llamas and things like that, actually made the journey over from North America to South America. They didn't originate in South America. Whereas some species that originated in South America did make the journey across, things like the armadillos, for example, originated in South America, made the journey over to North America. I'm going to just land and then have a look, dear.
Yeah, I think it's coelacanth.
Most likely. I did see coelacanth swimming around here. Just going to check. Now, of course, I don't see anything at the moment. There's a coelacanth here, a big one and a small one. And a piranha. You naughty fishies. Go away. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Oh, breaking spears, but stabbing piranhas in the process.
So your RG is now on neutral, just so that you know.
Oh, thank you, dear. That's a good plan. What is that that's swimming over there? Is that Mega Piranha? No, this is... Oviraptor? Yeah, there's Oviraptor over there. Okay. Little Oviraptor. Okay, wait. Where are you guys? You're over there. Is my Argentavis with you? No, it's Argentavis is still... Mrs. Magnificence is still over here. I think we'll just have to, at some point, if we don't find an otter tonight, dear, we'll just have to look for one off screen as well.
Yeah, I'm also checking all the tiny things out if it's not a cat.
Yes, true.
Not 100% sure what I'm looking for.
A small cat-shaped creature, I guess.
Yeah.
They are apparently very difficult to actually spot. But especially very difficult to spot in the grasslands, where they also do spawn. That's why I'm hoping that you can actually get them on the coast here.
Well, eventually we'll find one.
Yes, I'm sure we will. Eventually we will get cats. Yeah. Nonetheless, at least we got Deinotherium.
Yeah, we didn't...
If nothing else.
End up empty-handed.
Yes, at least we caught two things. Well, actually, we caught a whole bunch of alcoholic creatures tonight.
Are we going the right way?
Yeah, we're going back along the shore again to the river we were at. But there is another stretch of river. We just fly past this estuary up ahead and go into the next river, dear.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, I want to just level out my Argentavis so that I can actually see, fly fast and not go too high or too low. Nothing here, I'm afraid. Okay, but up ahead, I believe that is Herbivore Island. We've got on the right-hand side coming up, yeah. So only herbivores spawn on that island. That's a nice, safe spot if you want to ever build a chilled base. That's a safe spot to build that. But, you know, there are a few things that are missing. I think they think there's a lot of metal on that island. Some resources are limited.
And it can be boring, I guess.
It can be boring as well. Let's have a look at this green drop over here. Hans also asked, do we know at what time it took for them to join? Like, was it fast in geological terms? Millions, thousands of years? It most likely took a few thousand years or maybe 100,000 years for the journeys. I mean, if you're looking at history. Oh, Ascendant Raptor saddle there.
Nice.
Ascendant wooden shield. Ascendant hide pants and Ascendant cloth hat.
I think that's like our third Ascendant Raptor saddle.
It is, because I think I put on one of your Raptors, I did get another Ascendant Raptor saddle, and I put it on one of the Raptors at home.
Oh, I've got a Journeyman one, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, we need to put Ascendant on yours as well. So
Journeyman's better.
Sorry?
I think the yellow one.
No, the Ascendant is better, and then Mastercraft is the best.
Or I've got the yellow, what's the yellow one?
Yeah, that's Mastercraft.
I've got that one.
Okay, yeah, so we've got Mastercraft, and then we've got two Ascendants, I think, as well. Okay, so here comes another river, dear.
Oh, I'm on Carnivore Island. Ah,
Herbivore Island.
Sorry.
Okay.
Where art thou?
I am... Are you going... Oh, there you are.
I don't know where you are. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
So anyway, so as Hans was asking there about how long it took for them to actually do that interchange, it would have taken quite a long time. If you're looking at geological history, I mean, it's difficult to actually know like exactly how fast, because fossils actually rarely form. I mean, to find a fossil, a lot of things have to go right for the fossil to actually have formed in the first place. So there's lots of gaps in the fossils, if you fossil history, if you can call it that. And I think it was relatively rapid. I mean, considering that suddenly this land bridge opened up, and I think within a relatively short span of time, let's say a million years or so, quite a few species did make the journey across one way and another. But it would take time to actually establish in one area, in a new area. So yeah, I'm actually not sure. I'll have to look it up. What the fancier, the more paleontological people actually also say. Paleopotato also says waiting for the Lost Isle so they can get their Amargasaurus back. Oh, the Lost Isle, is that another one for... Oh, okay, that's another map that's coming again, eh? I'm not mistaken. Yeah. We haven't got an Amargasaurus at all yet. Amargasaurus, that's the one that you need to mount it and then go and hunt with it, isn't it? It's a sauropod deer, but the way you tame it is you basically mount it and then you go on the rampage and kill it. Or I think the Amargasaurus tells you what you need to hunt.
Wow.
And you go kill those creatures with it. And then you just hope it gives you easy targets, not like kill that Giganotosaurus over there.
Mm-hmm.
Or kill that level 100 T-Rex over there. Like, this is a perfect spot for an otter. Why are there no otters?
Yeah.
Han says they would like to be immortal and sit on the coast and watch the land get closer. Oh, yeah. I would love to be able to travel back in time. Maybe not like back to the dinosaur era, but I would like to see what South Africa looked like before human intervention. Before all the alien plants were brought in, before all the herbivores were shot out. Because where we are, in the southern part of South Africa, we had a large coastal area, like it's completely underwater now. But back in the, with the last glacial maximum, we had this Agulhas plain. There was this big, flat plain that actually stretched, I think, like 60 to 100 kilometers into the ocean now. And back in the day, that was this fertile coastal plain. Lots of herbivore herds would have been along there. And that's then also later on where some of our ancestors would also have been running around and hunting and gathering and doing their thing. I would have liked to actually see what that looked like. And then eventually I would have liked to see what South Africa in the more modern era looked like. But before humans brought in like exotic plants and hunted all the animals to extinction or local extinction. What have you got there, dear?
Some bugs.
Some bugs. Coming in to kill them. Titanomyrma soldier. Like, weird that the Titanomyrma soldiers actually have like wings. Soldier ants don't have wings. Only the reproductive adults will have wings. Alates. Or alates. Or alates. However you want to pronounce that. The winged individuals.
Can't believe we were flying around now for 2 hours.
I know.
It was quite fun.
It was. It was. It's a lot of fun to talk about all the random stuff we also encounter. I love it. I also can't believe those were the only 2 Deinotherium we've seen tonight.
At least we saw.
Yes, at least we did. And we also did tame a whole bunch of alcoholic calicotheres.
Yeah. And a little baby terror bird.
Oh, and the baby angry chicken, yes. Danger chicken. Yeah. I don't know. Sheesh. We've been very, very unlucky with the otters in this game. So far, at least. I think eventually what we'll do is we'll get some nice land tames and just walk. I think it's easier to spot them when you are walking in an area. Because most of the ones that we've seen thus far, dear, or found in the past, have been ones that were close to our homes.
Yeah.
And we just happen to see them running around. It's difficult when you're flying like this to really find them. There you go, the T-Rex. But the potato also mentions, yeah, England has a problem with plants introduced by Georgian and Victorian nobility for cottage gardens. Yeah. Lots of plants brought in. South Africa, I think most of our problems, yes, we've got some problems with like garden plants that escaped and are running around now, like tamarix from North America. I think it's a tamarix we've got, the salt cedar. Oleander, of course, highly invasive along our river courses.
There's that wild ginger thing, I think.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
lots
bright
of wild
colors.
gingers that are exotic, yeah, and invading like it's going out of fashion. And then, of course, a lot of Australian species, a lot of Australian acacias, for example. But most of our ones, they were brought in for commercial forestry, and they were also brought in by nature conservation, believe it or not. So back in the day, the Department of Nature Conservation, we didn't have a department like that, we had forestry. And they had the objective of stabilizing the mobile sand dunes along our coast. Because, you know, people's houses were getting swamped by sand dunes flowing over them, or blowing over them. And they put down a whole bunch of plants, brought in a lot of... actually, I think let's fly home, dear.
Yeah.
Our normal home. They brought in a whole bunch of exotic trees, acacias, hackia as well, which is a proteaceae from Australia, to actually stabilize these dunes. And it worked extremely well. And then they escaped, and they're invading all these other areas as well. Did I tell you about that fungus that is attacking the not the black wattle, the roycrans now, dear? The acacia cyclops. I may have
Maybe.
mentioned it in December.
Yeah. Let's quickly sit here.
Okay, just get some stamina back. So one of the problems we've got one of the problem plants we've got is acacia cyclops, known as roykrans in Afrikaans. I don't actually know what its English name is. I think we just call it roykrans. We often use it to have a nice barbecue, to have a nice braai. That and black wattle, also an exotic acacia from Australia. But that roykrans is one spot in Gqeberha, used to be called Port Elizabeth in PE, that the roykrans trees are just like dying in mass now. Just need to make sure, yeah, home is over there. They're just dying in mass, and it seems that it is an indigenous fungus that naturally attacks our indigenous plants, and our plants are kind of resistant to it. But because the exotic acacia doesn't have that fungus back in Australia, now when the fungus has switched over to taking them on, they've got no resistance to it. And they're just like, okay, we're dead now. There, dead. And so they're dying in masses, which I think is quite nice. You know, it's great when it's happening to a plant that nobody's livelihoods are depending on that tree. It's just invading our natural areas, and as Paleo Potato also mentioned, the Japanese knotweed that spreads like wildfire. It just starts in an area, and in the case of acacias, they spread with wildfire as well, because they've got seeds that are resistant to flames or to fire, to the heat of the fire. And you may have 100 of these black wattles now, or 100 roykrans, or Acacia saligna, the golden wattle, aurea, long-leafed wattle, longifolia, all these wattles, all these acacias from Australia. You may have 100 of them now. Come the next wildfire, you have 10,000 to 100,000, because all those seeds just germinate in mass. And it's a major, major problem, especially considering that more than half of our land surface is covered by biomes that actually need to burn. So it's a slight problem. Yeah. Oh, what I wanted to show you, dear, I've built us a fishing deck, or I'm busy building us a fishing deck to try and get some fishing done.
Oh, cool.
It's a little area over here.
Nice.
Let's see, have we got any fishes? We've got no fishes. I'm still building the pillars. I kind of want them to get trapped in here so we can fish for them, but yeah.
Maybe you should have built it a bit deeper.
Yeah, it's very difficult because the continental shelf drops off there. It gets very deep very quickly.
Oh.
Like very, very quickly. So we've already built in a nice area. And the thing is, we can't really fish in this area now because all our species X over here are killing every single coelacanth that spawns here. But to also try and fish, I've also built a jetty.
Oh, cool.
With a raft. So next time, a different time, we can also take our little raft over here for a spin. Which is quite nice. We've built a little deck on it. It's just kind of floating around. You should be able to see it on your screen soon. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute, yeah.
Yeah, so this is our little raft that we now have. It's got a platform big enough for our RGs to land on. It's got 3 storage chests, and for some reason I did not press spacebar to start flying. RG, Mrs. Magnificence. Okay, please follow me. Here we go, thank you. Off we go. Just taking a nice little swim. Yeah, I was getting tired of all the Ichthyones just messing up everything, because every time they attacked something in here, all the creatures just flocked to where that Ichthyonis was. And so I've built up a barricade of highly, highly dangerous species X. Come on, I want to get onto you. There we go. Fine. Ah! I dropped down again. I pressed E too many times. Come on. Ah, fine. This is Magnificence. We're going to land over here. I think that was quite a successful mission, though, despite us not getting the otters yet.
Yeah, it was.
Deinotherium. Where are our Deinotherium? Here's Ellie the problematic. Boonk. Ooh, that's big. Oh, that's a big one.
I was wondering where you're gonna put it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's a big one. That's a big, big, big one. We do need to also plop down this one and rename this one. Let's just quickly see here. It was Snuffleupagus. I just want to get the right spelling over here. Oh, I think you will need to name it, dear.
Why?
Oh, no, sorry. No, I can change the name. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Snuffleupagus. Snuffleupagus. There we go. Or Gus for short. See, Hans also did say that Mr. Snuffleupagus is from Sesame Street. We did have Sesame Street in South Africa. I see you did ask whether we've had that show in South Africa. We did have it, and only Big Bird could actually see Mr. Snuffleupagus. But what we had in South Africa, instead of mostly, we had a bit of Sesame Street. What we had more of was actually Takalani Sesame, which is like the South African version of Sesame Street. Similar characters, similar stuff like that, but a bit more South African languages in it as well. Not just English. It also had, I think isiZulu was in there as well. I think there may actually even have been a bit of Afrikaans in there as well.
Probably.
Probably, yeah, a little bit at least. Hans also says that international trade has brought with it tons of invasive life. They've got tons of invasive fish from international ship bilges, and they've got Asian longhorn beetles as well. We've got an Asian beetle that we are currently battling with in South Africa, the Polyphagus shot-hole borer, which is killing a lot of trees, including where we are, in the southern part of South Africa. It's a little weevil that farms fungus. The weevils don't kill the trees, but the fungus do kill the trees eventually. So we're battling with that as well at the moment. Really, really horrible. That is the one problem with international trade, is that a lot of things get taken around so quickly. It's not even funny. Do I not have hide pants? I must have. Oh, there we go. There are some hide pants. Let me just put on some proper pants. There we go. No longer in my tidy brownies. Okay. Right. I wanted to show. Yes, here we can see. We can actually see right over there. You can see the tusks of the mammoth coming out of the top jaw, whereas our Deinotherium ones coming out from the lower jaw. Quite cool that you can actually see that in the game here. Oh, I think the Deinotherium is an amazing introduction into the game, or addition to the game. Speaking of, we need to also make them saddles, but we'll do that next time. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see, what's the time? You know what, it's 8 o'clock on the dot, dear.
Yeah, I know, we've got good time.
It's perfect time.
Let's just put this guy with his new friends.
Yes, with his... Wow, look at that. I mean, it really dwarfs the mammoth here. And that's about right. I mean, the mammoth was actually quite a bit smaller than the Deinotherium. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so maybe the Deinotherium size here is actually relatively spot on. Massive. Oh, okay. I think that is a good spot to end tonight's stream, hey dear?
Yeah.
So, we'll be back next Sunday, right?
I think so.
Yes, so hopefully next Sunday we'll be back. And maybe in the week, Nick and I will get some otters for each of us so we don't overheat anymore. Otherwise, we'll try to see what we can do next time. Probably head into the snow. There where the otters will really be a useful addition as well. Alright, so I hope you have a wonderful weekend further, everyone. We will see you next time, and until then, stay safe.